Hey everybody, hopefully we are live and broadcasting and all is good in the world. I'm arranging all of my different drinks and things to keep me so that my voice keeps up during the fun and excitement of our stream today. Live and broadcasting and all is we good are in because the world. My volume is arranging all of my different drinks, which is never good. There we go. So, at least I know I'm broadcasting. Welcome, everybody. As you people come and join us, lots of fun going on today. We've got, depending on what all our characters decide to do, potentially going to be crashing a party. Hey, Sprocketeer, how you doing? And other things as well. So we will see what all these crazy adventurers get up to in the course of today's fun and excitement here on the Vice. How's everyone doing out there? I've had a really stressful but good week. Spoke and talked with lots of different artists from around the interwebs about possibly getting some more art done for our intrepid little adventurers here, which I think would be pretty cool. Looks like Richard Misundry has joined us as well. Hey, how you doing, buddy? And folks trickling in. Hopefully, hey, Firu, TV's here as well. Hope everyone is doing well out there. It is slowly becoming spring here in Florida. Well, actually, more like summer. Oh, you know, my audio might be a little bit loud on the background. Let me pull that down a little bit. Let's see how that is. That still seems a little loud. Oh, maybe because I adjusted the wrong one. Let's try that. Pull that back just a little bit. There we go. I think that's probably more like it. Hey man, how you doing, Richard? Glad you could join us for the live thing. Let me know how the levels are out there. I've got a new audio track from a different person than I usually use, and so I don't know exactly how it's going to fall in line with all of our different levels and stuff. And I'm testing a new mic position and all kinds of fun stuff. You know, pro streamer. But yeah, Richard, glad you could join us. Thank you. Thanks for the feedback. I do appreciate it. Glad you could join us. We've got folks are hanging out in Sojourn's Crossing right now after a long journey all the way sort of across the upper, I won't even say across, from their hometowns down to this big crossroads. And they've been there for a couple days now. And we are now coming up on one of a sort of a little mission that they were given by Agatha. Anyone of you watched me DM over on Encounter Roleplay might remember Agatha. She is the alehouse drake who hangs out at the Cloak and Fireball. And so she was saying that there's something going on at our good friend Florian Gilderloin's place as the Arcana Mystica, which is a name that we've heard whispered amongst various different travelers. Maybe not even so much as whispered, but just spoken with reverence about. Seems to have folks coming to town. For folks of you who, let's see who else is out there. I think both Richard and Sprocketeer know all about the channel and that we run for charity. But if there's anyone new out there who doesn't know, we do run this 100% for charity. One of the things we are going to do, our April schedules is going to be a little bit crazy because of all kinds of stuff happening with myself and my players. So we are going to go ahead and push out our support of the Lamb Foundation all the way through until the end of April because of the 5 potential days to play in April. We actually are only going to play 3 of them, and hopefully 3 of them. So we shall see how that all goes. Hey, the Kitten Hugs apparently is hosting me. Thank you very much. There we go. Amy Ali is hosting me. I appreciate that as well. folks slowly making their way in. Actually, I've got some alerts to do that happened over the week. We got some new followers. Where are we? We've got Snide42 who started following us. Hey, Miami, how you doing? Good to see you. And Apocalypse and Hibiscus, who all came in, I think probably from Monday's front page stream of Numenera over at Encounter Roleplay. So welcome to all those folks for coming in and joining the channel and basically putting some support our way. We do certainly appreciate it. It helps us to do everything we want to do, and if nothing else, share our story that we're trying to tell with all you fine people out there, because we think it's kind of fun. We hope you guys think it's fun too. I forgot to turn on my Chronos. Look at me, pro streamer. I need to get my countdown, and we're now at about 7 minutes out. So let me get that going. Actually correct now. There we go. Well, good luck with your chemo and physical training to do today. I know that can be no fun. My friend who was staying with me last weekend went through chemo last year. She came out fine at the end, but it is, I know it's a tough road. So all of our thoughts are with you, and you know, all the best. There we go. All the best to you, for sure, as you go through this. And be sure to keep us updated so that we know how you're doing. I'm no good at doing these heart things. I've really got to practice that, because I know that a lot of people do them. Mine's kind of like squished. I got big clunky hands from lifting too many weights. I know, right? Who can't do the heart thing? I guess I should just do it the old-fashioned way. Actually, I think I've got cool hearts in here from some of the channels that I subscribe to. Well, I got big purple heart. That's always a good one. Woohoo! Because yeah, I have not the dexterity. My dex roll is not very good in this life. Yeah, these kids these days, they learn all these cool tricks. It's like I know like the old cool tricks, like doing finger dancing. You know, and doing stuff like this. Those are my only two tricks. Oh man, oh man. But anyway, so yeah, we got about 5 minutes to go. Cast is still assembling over on the other side. We'll be getting them in here just as soon as we can. And get ourselves going. Remind everyone where we are in our story. And get rolling. Like I said, it's been pretty eventful. They had sort of the longest day of their life as they finished off their journey with the caravan to get themselves here. In the processing, rescuing a fire child of the lost, which is what we call our Genasi in this world, who are a pretty much brand new race to this world, who started to be born to most every other race in the world here, in the realm. And after a long day fighting actually these two clockwork hounds twice, because they resurrected at nightfall, and they did not have radiant damage to put them to final rest. Basically, we ended up with them finally fighting them twice, going through a temple in between, and then having to rescue a fire genasi from the Temple of Purity, who are a really nasty organization, who are trying to purify or basically remove the genasi from the world, the children of the lost, tieflings as well, which are sort of our very looked down upon race in here because of some events of the past that they got entangled in and were basically blamed for. And their infernal heritage basically is being used against them to turn. Like, hey, the birthday boy is going to be here. Did not expect that. Look at that. That's very cool. Happy birthday, good guy pie. I'm actually can't. Well, let me put my ear in. I know you can't see me, but I gotta put my ear in. You like actually showered, man. Sorry, I'm talking to my my players. You're like all showered and clean. I don't think I've ever seen you like clean before, dude. Happy birthday. A little salt for your birthday. What all good friends give. There you go. But yeah, so we actually have two players who are going to have to leave a little bit early today. One because they have company. Another one because it is their birthday, or they're having their big birthday party today. I think their actual birthday is over the. Oops, sorry guys, I didn't realize I was still talking with you. Their actual birthday is over top of the week, so they're having their birthday party coming up today. But we will be swapping over here in just a second. Looks like all the players have assembled, and then I can get cameras in place and going, and hopefully we'll be able to jump right in. Hey guys, since all of you are here, is everyone ready? We'll go ahead and swip you all over live. We got about a minute before we go, and I will start doing cameras. So let me get myself turned off my camera, and let's get this game started.
Probably should do it.
Oh, shoot, I accidentally used it.
And here they all are. And of course my cameras are a complete and utter mess. So let's get this going, and we'll just start and go around. Let's see who I can. Looks like I can get to first to actually get them a camera. I can get Bird. We'll start with you.
Cool. Just as I was about to eat food. I am Bird versus Plane. I'm going to be playing Iskatol, a half-elf bard who had met a large griffin last time amidst a very packed episode. I'm very excited to get into this and ask some questions here with my fellow party members.
Very cool. And Templar Warden, you actually fell right into your spot, so I will let you go next.
Hi, I'm the Treyhugger. I'm playing Scylla. I'm actually looking. I have the script on right now because there's nothing important, and I was apparently Cilia. I was Treyhugger. But I am Templar Warden. I am playing Hidden by Axel, the excitable, energetic, very curious Tabaxi wizard. And he I believe he shared his little story yesterday, as well as went shopping. Found things. It's always a dangerous mission to send Axel shopping. So, yep,
True story. Me. Actually, we'll go to Good Guy Pie. Looks like I've got him right close to being in the right spot. The birthday boy himself. Happy birthday, Good Guy Pie.
Oh look, the cat's out of the bag now. Everyone knows I'm a year older now.
Old man in the house.
Technically, you're only a week older than you were last week.
Good point. It's true. Yeah, I'm Good Guy Pie. I'll be playing Goldheart, the blood-hunted human from Elevation Pit, and he's here with his wonderful party members. And I'm just going to do my plugs and stuff because I won't be here for the end show.
Yep, go ahead.
I will be. I'm on Too Good To Pie on Twitter. I'm currently running a competition for doing a free character bust art, which to give me a retweet and a like, and I'll enter you into that, and you'll have a chance to get one. I'm not the best artist, but this is sort of my way of publicizing myself to get out there in the art world. And of course, you can find me at Good Guy Pie on Twitch.
Very good. And then we will go to Luna. Miss
Hello.
NNG9.
Hi, I am NNG9 on Twitch and NNG98 on Twitter. I play Luna, our water genasi monk, or as they're known in this world, Children of the Lost, and she talks very slowly. And don't worry, I'll be around long enough to at least do pun of the week. Stay tuned.
Oh, good. Yay. Pun of the week will be right on time. And last but not least, I'm Tall Squall. I'm here to DM this wonderful group of people who make my world come alive and put up with all of my crazy shenanigans that I throw their way. So, I guess with that...
what about...
Oh, Jeanette. No? Jeanette went. You didn't go. Jeanette did not go. Jeanette!
Neither did I.
And neither did
it's like that was quite short.
Sorry, I was like, wow, we got through that really quick.
Last, that was the problem.
Yep. Jeanette, who is one of the most awesome druids around, even though she's not a druid.
I'm very sleepy, but I'm here. Hi, I'm Tree Hugging Druid. I was not here last week because I was sick. But yeah, I play Celia. She's the high elf rogue of the party. Yeah.
Awesome sauce rogue. She's not Celia's not a morning person.
No, neither is Tree Hugging Druid.
And of course, last but not least, Kel. Mr. Tunarth.
Hi, I'm Tunarth, and playing Kel, the Wood Elf Druid, and also got to give a shout out to our other party member, Grain.
Yes.
Gotta remember Grain.
Our puppy.
The puppy.
Bad things are not going to happen to him. Absolutely not.
No, they won't.
They will not.
Oh,
You guys
Grain's
think
gonna
that I'm
have
this
a
horrible
longer
person that
life.
would kill a puppy. I'm really not going to kill the puppy.
It's going to be accidental. I'm not saying it's intentional, but yeah.
See, he won't kill the puppy when it's fully grown. It's dead.
You guys are terrible.
But to be honest, by the time
this horrible person.
it's going to be 10 years till it's fully grown, like a real lifetime, considering the pace we go.
Yeah, pretty much. I was just saying,
Fair
yeah,
enough,
that's Grain, which is Luck's new companion, who he discovered along the road to Sojourn's Crossing. Gosh, just 2 days ago, really, in game time, because yeah, we do enjoy pulling out our story. So speaking of. We left our group last time here in Sojourn's Crossing. It had been a full day of shopping and doing some interacting with sort of the, I won't say the target, but certainly a person of interest, we'll say, on their current direction, I would say, of the party, Mr. Florian Gilderloin, who pretty much known as the town prick. He is a card-carrying member of the Arcana Mystica, which is a group of magic users, apparently, that control quite a bit of the magic of the land, certainly in the arcane tradition. While trying to get access to a party that he's throwing for a contingent of the Arcana Mystica, which is coming to town, Celia sweet-talked herself into getting to work as a hostess there. However, Iska was not quite as successful and got put on barn duty by Florian. And much to her surprise, the mount that she was told to go slop the stalls and get prepared for his procession of the Arcana Mystica into town was not a horse at all, but in fact a griffin. And was reminded that there are some interesting history which she knows a little bit about. Iska knows a little bit about from a song that she was basically made to learn as a nursery rhyme, one of her first learning songs, about how to fly in this world means death, and this griffin has been grounded for decades due to that, but is kept around because it's considered a mark of status and station to have a flying mount, even though you can no longer fly them. Kel helped her out with some of the prep and grooming of this mount, but there's still a lot of work to get done. And afterwards, the whole group, by chance, and a DM throwing them together, ended up back at a blacksmith, which turned out was where Kel has been staying with a being known as a tundra elf, Uil Ungaria, Uil for short, and was shared with his party a ancient tea ceremony that is the story behind his tattoos that Kel has. A sort of solemn but very connecting evening followed the ceremony as the group reveled in their friendship and I think even having become somewhat of a family. And as the evening broke apart, Iska, Luna, Luck, Axel, and Celia headed out to go back to the Cloak and Fireball, while Kel settled into the night in this sanctuary room that Uil had at his blacksmith, which seemed very connected to nature itself, as well as to Kel's past. So, unless there's anything else that I've forgotten or that the players need to remind me of, if that gets us pretty much caught up, then I guess we're going to pick up right basically as you all exit this back room of the blacksmith, and I would say certainly, I think mainly this is going to be Luck to roll me a perception check, and actually Axel probably as well, a perception check.
Nat 20. It's a good start to the day.
There's a good start to the day. As you are leaving, you see hanging up on the wall, up high, where probably no one else would be able to see or get a hold of them, some of Uil's work that he is working on right now. One of them in specific is a large hammer that has at sort of the neck of where the handle meets into the actual sort of block of steel that is the head of the hammer itself. You see a familiar orange glow, very similar in shape and color to the blazing heart opal that you all discovered within your gems that you recovered from the thing. Apparently, Uil is not just a blacksmith who shoes horses, but also can craft much more unique weapons and arms. And if you'll remember when you saw him working when you came in, that might have been Iska. I think it was when all of you came in. The piece that he was working on barehanded, and very much it appeared that some of the heat to keep this piece of metal red hot was coming from his hand holding the item itself, not necessarily from it being put in and out of coals. So, just of note for any future crafting you all might be in search of. With that, we have our group heading back to the Cloak and Fireball. It is evening, not late in the evening, but certainly it's past dark. I'd say probably around 9 o'clock at night. and I turn it over to you guys. Hey, Robbie, thanks for the host. 8 viewers.
Ooh, thank you. I don't know about you guys, but that was quite fascinating. If I do say so myself.
Yeah, that was great. And did you see the hammer he had? Because it had the
oh yes,
it had the
big.
little the magic one. Yeah, and
it was big. It had a really nice stone in it.
Yeah, it was because that was a magic stone. So
it was magic.
It was magic. So the stone was magic because you found one of those, and I have it, but it's magic one. It's good for fire magic, or you can use it for like a wand or a staff or something. Yeah. So I think So we can make those. That's really cool because I mean, if you wanted something fancy, and you could have a pickaxe like that, and I had the fire apple. We'd give you the fire apple, and you could have a maybe.
We'll think about that one. The pickaxe the pickaxe is kind of one of a kind. After.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I got actually curious about it now. Yeah. But I think he understands that, some people are tired, probably willing to go to sleep, so he's not too high, but he's a bit more sedate than earlier. The calm, like the tea and the calm chatting afterwards has probably calmed him a little bit. Yeah, so he's he's he doesn't pursue that line of questioning. Well, we can always go back and maybe we can use it for something else. But we now know that his name again.
Uil.
Well, we now know Uil can make these things. So if we need any of them, we can ask him, because I mean he's Cal's friend, and so he's kind of our friend too. So we can call him a friend, but if he thinks we're a friend, I'm different. But you understand what I mean?
I understand.
Yes,
As we were walking outside, I think being back out in the open air, beyond this very chill environment that was the tea ceremony, I think seeing the sky reminds Itsuka of her eventful day the other day, and she immediately wants to, if she hadn't already, inform the rest of the party who didn't know that the mount that Florian Gilderloin, sorry, Game of Thrones on the minds, that Florian's mount is indeed a griffin, a real life, actual griffin, and then that triggers another line of questioning.
Big.
Exactly, just like that. What do you all know about flight? What do you all know about the grounding? Apparently, this griffin could fly, and now can't, or maybe not can't, but won't.
Yeah, because what Grom told me, because Grom told me a lot about this, because he was around back then too, so he sort of was then when it all happened. So, but he said that things that aren't dragons that fly, they get eaten, but just nom, and they're gone. Because there was the airships, and then there was birds and things. So the griffin can't fly, or it can fly, but it won't fly again.
So being in the sky brings forth dragons.
Well, no one knows for sure, because you can't see them, but you can hear the wings. And
you can't see them? From the stories, aren't dragons supposed to be giant monstrosity beasts with scales all over, and they breathe different kinds of stuff?
But I don't know about these dragons, but no, because these ones you can see through. Do you remember Agatha's glasses? The Agatha's glasses, you can they're there, but you can see through them, and you can't see them, and so people don't see them, and when they go flying, they go up in the air, and like glass or crystal, and when it happens, they just go no, and that happened. He sort of pauses and counts.
There's transparent dragons. I wouldn't know that word. There's dragons which you can look through, flying around in the sky.
Well, I mean, people don't know anymore because people stopped flying like a while ago because the dragon's been like 100 years or so, and they've been around that long, and so people don't go up anymore. Like the griffin won't be going up, and the birds and the druids because Cal can turn into like horses, but can he turn into a bird? That's different. So that's
Well, birds never fly above the tree line. It's just common knowledge. Come on.
But 100 years ago they did. They went higher because they were the dragons.
No way. No. It's not. Birds have always been like that. I'm just saying. I've never seen a bird do it.
Yeah, well, they do. They can. They don't because the birds that are there are smarter. So they're the ones that didn't get eaten, and so they're the ones that sort of. It's Grom explained it to me. I think he called it natural selection. I think so. Like the ones that didn't fly as high were the ones that lived and they had babies, and then babies didn't fly as high, so they all stay by the trees because that's safe. Because if you go high above that, you hear the wings, and then things get eaten. I mean,
Did Grom tell you why? Why this happened? What caused this to happen?
Well, the dragons.
Right, but what brought them out?
Well, there was a thing. There was Grom said it was If you really want to know, Grom said 98 years ago. 98. He actually told me that because it's very clear.
Okay. 98 years.
98 years ago, there was this like portal thingy in the sky, and it was like for 3 days it was just there. And then after that, the dragons came around and they started eating like they ate the airships. What's his name? Thumbeer, dwarf dude.
Thorbeer.
Thorbeer, sorry. Yeah, Thorbeer said...
Tohir.
I used to call him Thorbeer. Tohir said because he remembered the airships, and they ate the airships, like the big airships. Because I think they were quite big. It's like ships. I've not really seen a ship, but I'm told they're big. And so they ate these, and they ate everything else, and they ate birds, and they didn't eat other dragons, but they ate all the other things. And that was 98 years ago, and it was like, and no one's gone flying for a long time. But then Grom went and lived alone, so he doesn't know too much after that. But yeah, people don't fly anymore because these nether wings. They called them nether wings. That was it. Yeah, there's the dragons. Yeah. He's like he's sort of watching, and does he get the idea that Luck believes him or not? Does Luck be like openly like disbelieving?
It's that well, I've never heard or seen or anything like this before, but you know what, you seem like a smart person. I'll keep my mind open to it. It's like he doesn't straight out believe it, but it's that.
I respect you, so I won't tell you you're stupid.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, that's respectful. It makes sense, kind of. I don't know much about this, so I'll take your word for it here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wasn't even born then because I'm only like 22. Well, no, because when I was found, I don't know how old I was, but I've lived with Grom 22 years, but because I count them, and it was 98 years ago, so it was, he was, young, and he had his legs and all these things, so I don't know, but yeah, I mean, and the griffin can't fly, so yeah, it's.
I see what you're saying. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I believe you. Yeah. Well. Like I just look straight up, wave. It's like, okay, let's go inside.
And then he finished explaining this. He's going to go to turn to Iska. He's like, okay, can I go see the griffin?
Yeah, actually, Balshirion, his name Balshirion. He reacted great with Kel. So tomorrow, if you want to come, absolutely. Just need to give me a second. Maybe just take a couple breaths. Just like we practiced, take a couple breaths. But tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I do want to sleep, and there's some things I want to write down, and then all these things. So yeah. Excited.
Okay. We'll say that story probably took you to the doors of the Cloak and Fireball, and as Luck waved goodnight to the Netherwings, headed inside. Anything else that anyone else would like to do, either downstairs or before heading up to bed?
Luna would actually like to check on Gandry.
Okay. So yeah, you go up to the third floor, up to Gandry's room, and you'll give a slight knock, and you actually hear Renart's voice inside. It says, "Come in. Who is it?"
Luna.
Ah, Luna, come in. Yes, please. And as you come in, you see actually Gandry is sort of leaning heavily on Renart, sort of towering over him because Gandry, being almost 6'4", 6'5", and Renart is actually shorter than you. He's only about 5'8" or so. Is taking his first few steps, sort of as he's leaning heavily on. Gandry looks up and he actually gives you a big smile. You notice that Gandry's eyebrows are starting, almost like when you have a gas grill, like right before it goes out, you see just little tiny trails of fire where his eyebrows are, and the equivalent of what would be someone who had just had a really close I just did mine except in little tiny bits of flame as his hair is beginning to seem to grow back in, and he kind of gives you a big smile, and you catch as Renard has to sort of like brush out one of these as a little flame tear sort of drips down and lands on Renard. It's like, none of that, boy. You'll set me on fire. But he just kind of looks at you, Luna, and goes, "Thank you. I'm getting better. Everything's getting better."
That is good to see. Do you need assistance?
I think we're about to wrap up, but maybe tomorrow we could work some more. I know Renard has other things to do.
Then I bid you both good night.
Good night. And Renard actually helps Gandry over to his bed, and then sort of follows you out of the room. And he sort of says, "It's going to need a lot of work, but I think he's going to be all right. Shall we meet again tomorrow morning for forms?"
Nod.
Very good, then. And he heads off down the back stairs.
Okay. Then we will go to sleep.
Okay. Anyone else? Celia, Luck is already asleep. Iska, Axel, probably. Are y'all doing any any bedtime conversation?
He's probably gonna be pissing her a little bit, but mostly doing like the wrap up of the day things, like all the stuff, make notes. What did I see? What did you see? All this sort of thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally giving like a rundown about Balshirion and just like how Iska approached, how she like connected a little bit, kind of giving a heads up, like, for serious, like we need to it's got to be like a slow in there, a little bit calmer in there. I know it's very exciting. I was very excited myself, but slow, steady. Just treat him like you would treat anyone.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Celia, anything you are up to?
She'll just be in. She'll do her nightly practice.
Okay. Oh yeah, do your training and then go into your trance, late night trance. Just in the room, downstairs where there is sort of a back, from previous episodes. Actually, there is sort of a back courtyard where the fire pit is, where there would be room outside and still protected, that you're not just sort of out in the street doing stuff. If that works down there.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. Do me a perception check.
Okay.
Nothing too interesting going on. It seems like a fairly quiet night at the Cloak and Fireball. No fights breaking out. You see Marjorie come out once in a while and sort of throw some meat or something on the grill and then head back into the kitchen. But for the most part, your training is fairly uneventful, and it's a nice respite from being out in the wilderness that you can then head up to a bed afterwards. And there are baths here as well that people can use down in the basement. They keep a nice warmed bath down there for folks to use for a small charge, of course. So night falls. All of you get your evening rest, your full health points, any spell slots that you need to get back, and a pretty much uneventful snooze for all of you. Iska and Axel probably are a little bit less rested than normal, as the reality is that you all have griffins, and Axel has bells and belly dancers and gnome shops that he went into on his mind.
He forgot to tell him. He's forgot all those things.
Oh, I mean, we can say that you all went through them, or you could you were so griffin absorbed, maybe first thing in the morning.
Yeah, you probably would have mentioned it to Iska. It's like, oh yeah, music, dance, blah, blah, blah. Probably during the chat after the tea. Might have brought it up.
So, morning rises. I always forget what you do. You tell me every time, and I always forget what your 3d6 are for, Luna.
Oh, well, actually, that I forgot a couple of days on the staff recharge, so that's what that
Gotcha. Staff recharge. I always forget, and I know I should remember, seeing as I put that horrible mechanic in.
And now it's not rolling anything for me.
Oh, odd.
Huh. Maybe do a restart just in case. But
the macro is didn't work. Okay.
Oof.
Those are some bad portents.
Yeah, doesn't seem like good omens for the day.
Actually, in terms of mechanics, I realized that it's not just his roles that he can replace. He can replace other people's
roles as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized that.
NPCs and monsters, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah,
so I didn't realize that. He's not yet realized that, but
yeah,
character moments.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, and he used 13 pages making notes about tea ceremonies and dancing and griffins.
Very cool.
Very detailed.
Yeah.
So Luna, you are up early, just as the sun is rising, in order to go out and do forms. Red Art hasn't started yet this time. Any discussion you want to have with him, or just head right into forms?
One thing she actually is curious about. Have you seen Master Knot recently?
I can't say I'm familiar with.
My teacher.
There are very few of our order, and they spread very wide afterwards. It's, I think, our nature to take to wing, somewhat as our namesake says, and find our own roost and nest where we can do the most good. It seems as though he found the right spot in order to help you. Is anyone training you now? Are you pursuing further knowledge in our order?
I wonder, but I have not found another instructor.
Perhaps I could train you for a time. I see much potential in melding your natural talents with the talents of our training. Would you be willing to see if we could expand on that?
I would appreciate that greatly.
And so you guys begin your forms there by the pond, and he asks you to show him some of your water shaping and the way that you are, some of the things that you've learned on your own with water shaping. Anything specific you show him?
So if he's kind of looking for a full extent of her abilities, she would probably, create her water for the day and kind of make kind of similar to how she made that ice wall in the caravan.
Right.
Make that and shape that over.
Very nice.
Offensively, only defense.
Maybe we can work on that. And give me, at this point, just because you're just getting started, give me a D20 at disadvantage.
Sure thing. I'll just roll 2 of them.
Yeah, that's fine.
So 6
Very
and 5.
similar.
A 6 and a 5. So, yeah, I mean, you understand the concept, and and I think neither one of you, or you or Reinhardt, know if this is possible. At first just trying to see if you could extend put a water sheath around, or an ice sheath around your quarterstaff to make it more useful, or to cause additional damage, or to give additional effects, but it doesn't quite seem to be clicking. You both end up very wet and very cold from the times when you do it with ice, since you're able to turn it to ice, and then also, so you end up, by the end of it, I would say even laughing a little bit at each other when you realize that you all are just both drenched. You might as well have been in a water balloon fight. But Renard says, we will make more progress. It is things that come quickly are not worth their time. We will continue tomorrow. Do me a perception check.
Hey, you okay? I can do that. Perceptions. Much better.
As you turn around, your eyes drift up, and you see Gandry in the window, and he's been watching you guys training this whole time, somewhat looking off to the southwest as well, but seems to have found interest in seeing your training as well.
Okay. Nod to the window.
He smiles and kind of waves. There's a little, he tries, you can see he's trying to get his kind conjure fire back. Yeah, it's not. He's still. It sounds terrible because it's much more serious. He's still kind of waterlogged.
I was thinking
it's not the right thing to say because it was horrible, but he hasn't gotten his full strength back.
Says my pandas.
Rest of you guys, how's your morning going? Celia, Axel, Iska, Luck, you coming down to breakfast? Are you spending time in your room?
It's going beautifully loudly, as you would expect.
Yeah, Axel's, dreams with talking dreams with Iska. He's actually recalled that he actually has some things that he needs to do in the morning. So he's actually going to go and try and find Luna and ask for one of those tiger's eyes that she still possibly has. Eventually, we'll get to that. But yeah, he's going to do some identifying finally.
Cool.
Because he forgets.
We come upon. You come back inside, or actually, as you come downstairs, as you and Iska might have lingered a little bit in the room, doing your morning catch up. You guys come downstairs into the bustling.
Important question: is that banister?
Which what? Yes,
is
there is a
banister
banister
on the stairs.
Yeah, right.
Can I slide down the banister?
Yeah, this is sort of the banister coming down here. Sure. Do me a dexterity saving throw.
Axel's the one.
I hope, of course.
20.
So, Luck slides down, no problem whatsoever. So now do you Mary Poppins it, sort of side saddle, or you do the old-fashioned kids, one leg over one side, one leg on the other?
Yeah. Woo!
So yeah, full-blown, 5-year-old going down the banister, but it's Luck and he's 40-something.
He's 40-something.
I do it.
Kept track.
I'm 40-something, so.
Yeah.
Am I walking in as this happens, or am I still outside?
We can say you're walking in and see him come sliding down. Hey, Suddenly Pandas, how you doing? Thanks for joining us.
So it's followed with a morning.
Thunk, two big, his big heavy boots clomp down onto that sort of stone landing at the bottom. And Luck makes his entrance. And actually a couple people kind of go, "Morning, Luck." Because, he's like Norm. Everyone knows him. Everyone knows your name.
You very quickly made lots of
And
friends.
they're always
out
glad
of
you
me.
came.
Everyone's glad he came, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Luna, you catch him right in the act of it.
Oh, so
What a
tempting.
blur.
I shouldn't do it. I really shouldn't do it. I want to do it, though. Can I time it so that I slick where he landed, just slick that a bit?
You can, but I'm going to stick with his 20, and he actually ends up he hits the piece of ice, does a 360, lands it, and just he totally meant to do that.
That works for me.
Whoa! Ta-da!
Yeah. And Grain, who is, perched again, sort of, with his, in the good pants harness on Luck's back, gives a little... as he apparently had a good time too, including the pirouette at the bottom, and heads over to a table. Luna,
Okay, and I'll pick it back up so nobody else slips.
yeah. Celia, Iska, Axel, you already downstairs, or to witness this, or are you behind Luck?
I think I'm behind a little bit, but Iska's plan for the day. I think before they leave the room, she's going to tell Axel to just meet her at the stables later. She doesn't know how Florian would react if, Iska's got a crowd coming to check out his griffin. So it's definitely meet me there. Don't walk with me there. Let's probably not even hang out too much down there.
Okay.
And then is Florian already here, or is he not in the cloak yet?
You do not see him in the room as of yet. But
he comes here often, for breakfast. every
That's
day?
your understanding from. You could ask Sky, and we won't go through rolling it and all that. But yeah, Sky says, "Oh yeah, he comes in for breakfast. He always runs roughshod over Madeline, wanting something special."
Okay, I think Iska is going to go wait outside and wait for him to approach, just to give him an update. how it's going, and then ask him specifically if he has any special requests for Balshirion. Any special things he would like done during this parade.
So, literally, right as you're walking out, Florian is walking in. Oh, it's you. He sort of looks you over. No scratches, no bruises.
None yet. No, things are going very well with Balshirion. He's going to be nice and ready. I was actually heading there right now to continue work. I just wanted to touch base with you to see if you had any special requests in preparation for the parade. I want to make sure everything goes as well as it can.
I guess you're not useless after all. Well, I will have his formal tack and saddle pulled and brought to you. You'll need to see that it still fits and make sure that it's in good repair. I expect all of the ornamentation to be polished. I expect all of the ribbons to be freshly tied and pressed. This is a formal affair. I will have nothing be not up to my standard. You understand, girl?
Nothing less for a Gilderloin, nothing less for Arcana Mystica. And I will take off towards the stables.
Little more hop in your step there, girl, as you run off. He comes in with his walking stick and marches over and raps it on his table where he normally sits. Madeline, fix me something interesting this morning. And sits down. Rest of you?
Well, I know me and Lux still got to figure out how to
Oh yeah.
get in. I know. Well, I guess I know we kind of had Celia say, like, oh, maybe still on it for a couple of days before you talk to him about the security thing, but considering the party is in, like, 2 days?
Yep, yeah. No, it's Wednesday morning. The party is on Friday. You don't know the times, but assuming that there is a procession and everything else, you can rest assured it's going to take up most of Friday. So, Celia, while you were out last time, you spoke with Florian to get yourself access with the idea that you would then try to help get jobs for Luna and Luck. Axel has been hired on by Thorben to be the caretaker of the whiskey gremlin who has to be delivered. But this is I wanted to leave until you got here for this next interaction. So you're up for Florian, who did seem to take a shine to you last time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's plopped down, has ordered breakfast, and is impatiently waiting for him to be waited upon hand and foot.
All right. Celia will see him and walk over. She'll be like kind of standing tall and not intimidating, but basically telling him, like, with her body language, that she's not afraid of him, type of deal.
Oh yeah, no, he was definitely attracted to that last time. Ah, Celia dear, would you care to join me for breakfast? I'll have Madeline prepare you something as well. Not as good as our eating back up in Balathira, but, you know, it'll pass for this little backwater crossroads, you know. We have to settle with what we can get, right? Not the big city life like we're used to.
Well, I guess I can rough it. And she'll sit down next to him.
So good to see you. Did you have any interesting activities over the since we spoke yesterday? I know the social calendar here is not up to our normal standards, but maybe some rest and reading, yes.
Yeah, I just looked around the town a bit. That's it. It's a very rugged little town, isn't it?
Rugged, squalid, whichever. But, you know, we all have to do our part for the greater good. And take the sacrifices. You know, nobility must show its worth by taking a hit for society every once in a while. But, you know, we will return in everything that we are deserved and accustomed to soon. My ball will be quite a change for this little place. I'm so glad that I met your acquaintance so that you could come and be a hostess. You understand, of course, you couldn't be a guest because of it being thrown to the Arcana Mystica, but at least it will give you some diversion to be back amongst those people you're most accustomed to and in the class that you have been bred for.
I definitely appreciate you giving me the chance to be there, even though I am not a guest. It will be nice to see others like me again.
Ah, yes. Back amongst the noble class. So, you're an interesting group of friends you have. It seems your musician friend managed to not get her head bitten off by Valshirion, which is quite an accomplishment. He's a ornery old bird.
Yeah, she is very interesting. Definitely somebody that one can rely on.
Reliability is always a good trait in those who can serve you, as always. So I know she thinks herself a musician of sorts, but I only have my musicians trained at the best of schools from the Falinari. None of this high mount folk music, I'm sure she's accustomed to.
I had a request.
Oh, what is it, my dear?
Well, I was wondering if I could get some help of sorts for your party, for inviting guests in and treating to them as my job is meant to be.
Oh, well, in fact, I am looking for a few more to help out, make sure that we've got proper security, And if you'll vouch for them, I guess you could bring them along. If nothing else, we could put them on guard duty for the procession, as we go through town, we wouldn't want anything to happen. So certainly your less refined friends, will say, we could put on parade duty, and maybe yourself and your musician friend could help out with the guests inside. I have, as we all have, heard your older friend, and he seems a bit noisy to be in finer company. But if you have other suggestions, maybe they could join us in the niceties of the inner circle, so to speak.
Oh, you're that dwarf from yesterday! Hello over there!
quaint enjoyments of the lower classes, yes. And he takes a sip of his wine that he's drinking, watered wine. Watered wine, yeah.
Celia's just like, I'm trying to work with him on that.
Oh, well, bless you for that. We must all do our community service every once in a while, right? Looks good to the masses.
And she just says, I will talk with him. He would be good for security.
Yes, I think that would be the perfect spot. We'll have a tabard made up for him so that he looks appropriate marching with the procession.
And my friend here, and she motions to... Is Luna in disguise, or is she... No?
Nope.
Does he know about her?
He does not... well, he has seen you all together. I'm not sure if he thinks that y'all are together or not. He certainly knows Sky, and knows that Children of the Lost do walk somewhat openly around Sojourn's Crossing. But as far as whether that you're recommending her, this would be the first wind he had of you inviting a water child of the lost to his party. Your call.
Okay.
If you want to see how he's going to take this.
Yeah, I know. Okay. And well, she motions to Luna, and she says, she would be good at entertainment.
Charity case. Interesting thought. Shows diversity, shows that we're in touch. I think this would work if... We'll see how well it goes over. If things seem to be going south, we can squirrel her off to the kitchen so she doesn't turn anyone's appetite with her visage. But I like the thought of that. You're a progressive thinker.
I'm sorry, that was such a perfect exchange.
Yes.
Perfect.
You just feel Celia's internal, I want to murder this man. Just feel it.
She's subconsciously reaching for the dagger.
And
I'm sure you'll make sure she's fixed up and presentable. Something proper to wear.
Definitely. I will make sure they are all presentable.
Very good. I have trust in your fine taste and your obvious cultured upbringing.
I will speak to you later.
Ah, yes.
And without eating her food, she
Heads off.
gets up.
I would actually, basically, Florian takes one bite and seems unsatisfied and decides to, you obviously have an eye for cuisine too. What a letdown. And he gets up and heads out the door to his day's activities, getting ready for his party.
Oh my
Have
gosh.
I found that other key.
Oh, yay!
So, other folks, what are you up to? Actually, let's go ahead. Let's jump to Kel, because Kel's sort of on his own right now.
I'm like dressed up as the character online.
I would have been up and out early to do my usual foraging run, just to
So yeah, do me
get out.
Yeah, get out of the city.
Even though I've got this room. It's like
it's a room.
Subconsciously, it's a room, and I'm surrounded by city. Even though it's on the edge of the city, it's still just like no.
So yeah, go ahead and give me 2 survival checks. Nice. So yeah, you do some nice foraging, doing find again that's more agriculture that you've found around here. You can find some true wild forage, but for the most part, this is cultivated land close by. On your second roll, it's interesting. You discover what looks to be a druid-crafted snare out on the east side of town.
And we came in from the northwest, right?
You came in from the northwest. We're right on the edge of the forest, near a small watering hole.
Can I guess, determine how long has it been here? Are there any footprints or other tracks or traces of whoever might have placed it here, so I could potentially...
Okay. Do me an investigation check. From your nature check, you do find hoof prints in the ground, sort of a smaller animal hoof prints. And then, but as far as how long it's been here, I'll give you a little bit of a nature buff into what the 7 investigation. It was probably created within the last week, maybe tripped 4 or 5 days ago. So unfortunately, there's not a lot left to discern from it.
Okay, just mental note.
Yep.
My plan, though, once it starts getting towards dawn, is to steal myself and go wait by the inn, because I want to go with Iska.
Okay.
To the Griffin again.
Cool. So we'll jump to you guys after I just, let's see, I'm going to get to Luna and Luck, because I know both of their are on short timers today to see kind of what their activities for the day will be. And again, we might be turning some characters over for you guys to help control when they have to take off for birthday parties and other fun activities. I did mute you, Luna, so you might need to unmute. So Luna, Luck, whoever wants to go first, what are y'all's plans for... Actually, probably, we're going to probably try to get to the party today, so probably up through the party.
Well, if Celia came over and told us all, I was kind of splitting my attention for a second, sorry. Came over and told us all, and into the details about looking presentable and everything, Luna would ask her to take her clothes shopping, because she doesn't know what's proper.
Yeah, clothes shopping and all of that certainly would be an activity over the next couple days that you would need to go do. And there's probably even well, not a salon like we think of it, but there's probably, someone who does, cut hair and maybe help out there. There are visitors of higher station that do pass through Sojourn's Crossing. And after being on the road usually for 2 to 3 weeks before arriving here.
People look a little road worn.
Yeah, a little road worn, and there are services to help correct that. Hey, Trolls Meeting, how you doing? Hey, Luck, how about you?
Let's see. Look, Goldheart is going to be spending most of his time in the tavern, telling stories, and the gems, yes. And somewhere in that, in all those stuff, like it's probably Luna's just the gems, or however she would do it.
Yeah.
And I get that done at some point. And my cardio, very important. Be doing that. And grain training as well.
Oh, but, yes. So yeah, actually do me we'll say it's 3 days. So give me 3 animal handling checks with advantage because since you've actually talked to him, you kind of do know what motivates this puppy, which is, Am I doing it yet?
Yeah. The only reason I will put proficiency in animal handling at one point in my life.
Wow, you actually do 2 pretty good. We'll say the first 2 days go really well. You actually get him. Tell me 2 skills that you train him are successfully on the first 2 days.
I think the first one, very important, is wait and follow.
Okay, wait and follow. And the third one that you didn't quite get, but you can try again.
Justice, which is just stand up as big as you can.
Okay, yes, justice is a bit of a hard concept for a puppy to learn. So, we can try
for a puppy to learn.
Yeah, we can try that again tomorrow or the following days. But yeah, no, we definitely will make a trip to the gyms. So actually, I do want to, and I'm going to just jump real quick to you of over the next 3 days. Do you visit Luck and talk to Uil about weapons or gyms or any of that? And actually, I'll say anyone who wants to go on the to go talk to Uil about potential crafting. This would, let's go ahead and role play that out, and we'll say that it happens sometime over that span, so we can, this is when because certainly manufacturing something like that takes time, and so it could get started.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, because I didn't mention it, I'd also be helping with, training with Renard, and then helping with Gantry in the mornings.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no. So, we'll have that going on as well. Anyone else? Luck, would you visit the blacksmith, or anyone else visiting the blacksmith?
I think I would visit the blacksmith to do regular maintenance on everything. Because, the pick's been hitting into rock,
right,
metal, all sorts of
lava, miffits that probably did some, dulled the pick, even though they took quite a bit of damage from it. That works.
I think I'd visit for regular maintenance.
Yeah. So you actually go in and you see him working on this magical hammer you had seen before. Again, his towering frame, he's almost 7.5, 7 3/4 feet tall, dark skin, just, pretty much wailing on this hammer to get it forged and finished off. You see as he is working on it, whereas the item you had seen him working before just looked like normal metal but red hot, the hammer that he's working on that has the stone embedded with it, you see actually with magical flame licking off of it. And as you walk in, he... Greetings, Luck Goldheart. What brings you back? Kel is not here, unfortunately.
I've just a regular fix up of the old equipment. Really, it's it's taken a bit of a beating. It's just sharpening up the edges, patching up some holes in the armor.
Of course, let me see. And he takes it, and he sees your name on the handle, and sees the loving craftsmanship, and goes, "This is an honorable weapon that you have, crafted with the spirit of those who love you."
From the entire village, that was from. Everyone sort of did their part to, everyone was around when it was finished.
It is a wonderful weapon and gift. This hammer, and he picks up the big hammer that you see, was much the same. Its owner owned it for many years, but was able to imbue it with new power, while also retaining all of the original metal and care that was put into it, to make a new weapon of both his past and his future. Weapons are a story, do you not agree? They are something that we carry with us, that tells of our history and what we fight for.
Quite true indeed. I couldn't put it better. Anyway.
So, a sharpen.
Yes, a sharpen.
For sure. And he will take just about half an hour. Any special edge that you would like to preserve?
Our character, I don't know what that means.
Just if you have, I was mainly it because the way that you've got it sharpened on the back so that you can activate your blood hunter.
Oh yeah. The blade, the sharpened bit here, right at the sort of where the handle meets in the back, that part needs a bit of a sharpening as well.
Interesting. I will make sure it is preserved and maintained. And so he, gets to work on it. Very careful and lovingly. He's not just like totally just pounding it to crap and reforming it. He is truly just sharpening the edges. It's the equivalent of a blacksmith just giving it a trim so that it retains all of its original flaws as well. He is not obviously a very skilled blacksmith. He's not correcting anything that he might have would have thought to correct before. And he returns it to you.
Oh, very good job.
Your weapon, Luck Goldheart, may it serve you in all that you do. Let me know if you ever would like to upgrade yet preserve its original identity. I'll be happy and honored to be able to forge such a honorable weapon.
Oh, thank you very much. If I ever come across the time when I feel like it will be needed, I'll let you know. Also, how much would that be for the maintenance?
For a friend of Kel, it's on the house. It is an honor to work on such a lovingly crafted story.
Thank you very much. Nice seeing you again. I probably be around for some time, so probably coming back around over the days.
Very well. Be well, Luck Goldheart.
Oh, you too. I'm sorry. I tried to say.
Well.
Wow.
Unless you want to say his whole thing, which is Uil Golron.
Yeah, he was. That's what he was going for. But he's like, wow. I'll just go with.
He sort of gives you a smile and a patting. Uil is fine. We thank you. Be well.
Be well as well.
So that is Lux Day, and looks like just in time, maybe. Wow, nice starch shirt and everything on it, Mr. Good Guy Pie. Woo, sexy. Anyway.
Much fancy.
That's my cue to get off now.
Yep, I figured it was. We'll let you go. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great birthday, man. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday.
And the camera's about to.
Yep, I know. So we will jump to Pun of the Week so we get to that, and then also do all of our hooks and plugs while I fix cameras because we will need to.
Oh, what a shame. I'm going to miss it.
Oh, darn.
Oh, no. You can stick around. It'll be a quick one.
Okay, I'll stick around for the.
Wow, what a birthday present. He's sticking around.
Oh,
What?
I'll stick around.
What kind of shorts do clouds wear?
Mm-hmm. What?
Thunderwear.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, and you see, as he drops immediately. Oh, man. You look truly evil when you do that.
Thank you.
I'm just looking trees like.
Anyway.
Is this what Luna's entertainment's going to be? Just puns?
No.
So,
What
that's not
kind
Luna, that's
of
just-
shorts do clouds?
Luna's not evil. Benjorna? Maybe.
maybe. Do me a favor and do our. Can you do our plugs for the
Sure.
for the channel?
Absolutely.
Thanks, Luna.
So, for our returning viewers, welcome again. For anybody new, welcome to The Vice. It's a campaign we run every Saturday. As part of this campaign, this channel is run 100% for charity, and we have various charity levels. For $1, you can give a player a D10 healing die. For $2, you can give a player advantage. $3, a natural 20. $10, this month only, give a player a Beacon of Hope gem. This item maximizes healing and gives advantage on death saving throws. For $15, you can give a player a potion from Emmy's Illustrious Libations. Trust me, people, these things do matter. $25, you can add a wondrous uncommon item from Agatha's Souvenir Bin to the next loot haul for a specific player. $50, our last this month only level, you can add a rare magical item to the next loot haul for a specific player. And if it is not in your budget this month, please feel no pressure to donate. You can simply share our stream on various social media, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, you pick. Or otherwise, enjoy the show and thank you for joining us.
Also,
And Alicia, this month, where is all of this money going?
This month, that's true. I didn't say what our charity was. Very good catch. This month, our charity is the Lamb Foundation, A Breath of Hope. This Lamb Foundation works on curing a disease where it affects the breathing capacity normally with women of childbearing age. If you'd like more information, there's a button below. You can click on it and find all about the organization. And please, you can also just donate to the organization directly if you so choose.
or even just click on the link. This is a very little known disease that just getting education out and sharing the link to their site is always helpful as well. Diminished lung capacity is a really tough thing to live with. My mother lives with it, not from Lamb. She has a different one, but then also another one of our players has someone who is affected by Lamb in his life. So always a good thing. Also, just as a note, because our schedule in April is going to be kind of disrupted, of the 5 weekends, we're only going to get to play 3. We are going to go ahead and extend out our drive for the Lamb Foundation all the way through April, so that we don't give a charity a short month, and also just because this is a lesser known charity, we wanted to make sure that we gave it all the time that we were able to. And with that, look at that. And he's done fixing cameras. So, let me just get rid of this one that's sitting here. And actually, I'm pretty much just going to turn it over to you guys, because y'all have about 2 days to figure out what all you want to, need to, don't need to do to get ready for this crazy party, and how you want to go about it, and even find out what it's all about, blah, blah, blah. So I turn it over to you guys. You've got a town and lots of different things going on. Actually, I'm sorry. Well, as easy as part of that. First, let me go to Kel and Iska. I forgot about them. They are as Iska, you head out of the cloak and fireball. Much to your surprise, standing there, sort of away from as many buildings as possible, I'll say, and close to the watering hole, is Kel. In town.
Of course, I wave and jog over to him.
I wave back.
Back in town again, huh? I'm not upset. I'm just very surprised. I'm glad you're here.
Well, I have to go with you to see the griffin.
Oh, of course. I think Axel is joining us today too.
Oh, good.
No.
Good?
Just love the reaction.
What are we waiting for? There's still plenty of work to do, and
What's that song you sing that calms people down?
I'll have it ready to go. We talked about
you-
breathing, just
Okay.
like you and Luna have told us time and time again. So
Okay, yes.
I'll have the violin out though,
Pace your words.
and we make our way to the stables, I suppose.
Okay. So you guys enter. I'm gonna have to end up making Balshirian his own page, because I keep bringing up his art so often.
That means we get to steal them, right? Totally. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay.
So yeah, you guys head in to the main stables. You actually see Dustin is there with his horse, looking immaculately groomed as always, and looks like he's just come in from a morning ride, or gosh, it must have been a sunrise ride. And now is looks like he's preparing some packs and things, as though he might be getting ready to head out on a journey sometime soon.
I'll flag him down before he goes. I actually had some questions for him too, but yeah, as I approach, I'll ask. Headed somewhere?
Just getting back to my post in a few days. Gonna try to beat the rain. I saw Sky's hair is turning this morning, so I want to try to make it out if I can.
Oh, gotcha. Where are you riding back to?
Down to west.
Okay. But before you go, Florian should be sending some things to the stable today. I'm not sure what time they'll be here, but feel free to pop in and flag me down when they do. Any guidance today on what particular Florian looks for with Balshirion for the parade? Anything we should focus on today?
Well, I'm not familiar with all of Florian's requirements, I guess I'll call it. But knowing him, your best bet with Balshirion is to just get him looking as best as possible. And Griffin tack is not straightforward nor easy. Good luck is the best I can say. You're just like yesterday. You're going to need it.
Thank you. We'll get to. Oh! Before I forget, there's a Tabaxi coming around. He's with us, so don't be too alarmed if he He's a bit much, but we all are, I guess. Feel free to just send him our way.
Okay. You are an interesting group, I will say that.
Thank you.
And
Well, what elf, a half elf, and a tabaxi walk into a barn?
I mean, yeah. So yeah, no. And you might want to get in touch with Maurice. He is going to be receiving anything that he's been. I'm just rent a spot here. I don't actually work here, right?
Sure, of course. My mistake. You've been very helpful, though, and in case I don't catch you before you leave, thank you for everything.
You're welcome. And keep the brush and comb. You're going to need it. Brush that coat as often as you can, and maybe it'll shine up in time.
Okay, then maybe we can split up here just for a second. Kel, Iska will, tell Kel if you want to go ahead and greet Balshirion, and Iska will go talk to Maurice real quick and just explain what's happening. Just so Maurice is kept in touch with the situation, knows to come send the things to Iska, and knows when Axel shows up that it's totally okay.
Gotcha. So, Kel, you head into Balshirion's stable. Or in the barn, in his quarters, we'll call it.
Right. So I'll obviously go in cautiously and respectfully and see if he's awake.
He actually seems to be a little bit nested over to one side, but is awake and finishing off what appears to be probably a small deer, or some other hoofed animal, maybe more antelope-sized than a deer-sized, that he is pulling apart, and unfortunately getting a lot more gore and mess on some of the places that yesterday were clean. But he looks up at you and
Well, that's not an issue for me.
Yeah, you don't care. But he looks up and... Kel, was it? You're back.
Yes, and yes, I am.
Do you have business, or would you like a bite? He sort of throws a chunk of raw meat over at you.
I grab it. Or at least,
Give me a dex check. Let's see if you grab it.
Oh, great. Just straight up dex.
Yeah, just dex. Or, yeah.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it's a little slippery.
It's a little slippery. We'll say that it sort of catches your hand and it does just, and then kind of slides off. But, yeah, falls to the ground.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not in the right form for this.
You smelled like you were a druid. It's not a bad thing, I'm just saying. It's hard to hide from another animal, another beast, when you yourself can be one.
Well, I'm here with Iska. She's here to continue her task. And I had to see you again. I've never seen one of your kind before, and it just makes me want to know all about you and who you are.
Well, we have all day, and I assume we're going to have to go through the indignity. Well, I shouldn't say that. The bother of getting all of the accoutrement Florian's party, procession, whatever he has planned this time, ready for him. I do miss the days when it was just basic leather saddle and the two of us riding through the clouds. It was a good time for both of us.
So you talk of riding through the clouds, but nothing flies that high. And you talked about being
anymore.
grounded, but when I was young, my mother made me make a promise to her that I would never fly because it was too dangerous.
It's a good promise, too.
And I didn't really pay much attention beyond the fact that I made the promise because she never explained why.
You're an elf. So, you must understand, griffins and elves live among my kind knew that they were suddenly no longer the kings of the sky. Something had come. And then we learned. We discovered through news first and then through witnessing it ourselves. From out of a clear sky, they would shimmer into existence, huge beyond imagining. Dragons, but not dragons, not like we're used to. Wingspans that would blot out the sun. And anything and everything that flew no longer did. And if you tried, you died. With no warning, you were eaten, swallowed, torn asunder, whether it be an airship, or a griffin, or a hawk. Many mages thought that they could still rule, went to battle in the air, and were brought down, brought low. Then druids like yourself thought, well, for sure, I'll just turn into a beast, turn into something else, turn invisible. There's no way they'll detect me. They died too. You see, they see all in the sky, can judge it, know it, and claim the dominion over all that's in the air.
How can they exist, creatures such as this, and leave no traces? How? I mean, do they just live completely in the air, never coming down?
No one knows. Every decade or so, someone thinks certainly they must be gone, or extinct, or have starved. But they rise up into the air, and the flutter of leathery wings, thousands of little leathery wings, sound through the air, and then there's the roar, and the shadow, and the maw that takes them. Rest assured they're still there. People will try to tell you they're not, but they never were. But I remember. I've seen it.
Has no one ever tried to figure out why they're here, where they came from, and what could possibly be done to send them back?
Apparently, some tried. Long ago when it first began. But those efforts bore no fruit. It's amazing when you think about it, that with all the knowledge, all of the abilities of our vaulted Arcana Mystica, that something as simple as this would be within their power, but alas, for 98 years, it has not been possible.
You said yesterday that Florian blamed you?
He was a child when we were grounded. I won't say blamed me as much as resents me. It is a reminder that not only can I not fly, but he can't fly either. He was raised on the stories of the greatness of his family, and has continued to read them. The mighty Gilderloins, ruling the skies above Balathira. On their mounts, the knights of legend. And yet, here he is, sitting at a crossroads, away from the city of fountains, with his useless mount. I no longer wish to talk of this. Francesca, let's get back to our business.
I'm sorry, she'll be back in a moment, but let me see if there's anything I can do. And then I want to try and see, I mean, is he still weak? Can I try and attempt some healing on him?
I mean, he's not weak. I mean, you've been around enough animals, in your time. He's depressed. He's, he's resigned to his lot in life. The equivalent of, he's the person who can't get himself out of bed in the morning, or at least was. He seems to be better today, knowing that there's at least an event or something coming his way.
Well, I will pick up the hunk of meat that he tossed at me and toss it back so it lands in front of him.
No, he snatches it out of the air. You quickly realize the lightning quick reflexes of this apex predator, which Kel would immediately recognize. This is the great white shark of the air.
Even so, though, I will go to find Iska, but before I go, I'll turn back and say, I apologize for bringing up painful memories. But in my eyes, whether you fly or not, you are a beautiful creature. You are a beautiful being.
He just sort of goes back to picking at his food.
And I go to find... I don't know where Iska went, so I'll just wait outside.
Okay. Iska, Kel, you see Kel sort of waiting outside.
Everything okay?
Yes and no. Yes in the here and now, but no. I don't know what I'll ever be able to do to try and help him. But I'm gonna find a way, somehow.
Good.
Somehow.
Good. For now, let's live in the here and the now. Let's do what we can. When we can. And what we can do is get him ready. Let's make him look and feel as majestic as we know he can be.
I'll just nod and just kind of gesture to lead the way.
I'll go in and we'll get to work.
Okay. Valshirian's kind of silent, but lets you work. You do see that, he's gotten blood back all over those sort of white feathers on his chest, and
Just got these spots out. No,
yeah, and you go to work. We're gonna move on. We might come back later when the bridal comes back. So Axel, Cilia, Luna, you all will say are still at the Cloak and Fireball. What kinds of things are you wanting to do to get ready and prepared for the next day? You at this point are still, other than that it's on Friday, you don't have a whole lot of other information right now on your mission, so to speak.
Let's go shopping!
And first, can I have
Yes.
because it's just, he has the cloak. He brought the cloak down with him as well. Like thinks he's going to investigate. He brought them down, had them on the table. It was like, there's this cloak. You have the tiger's eyes because I need to use them for the spell on cloak. So could I have one of the tiger's eyes? Thank you. And he's
No problem.
yeah. And so he's going to sit there and spend the 10 minutes to identify the cloak.
Okay.
And then he's going to do the looking at the other thing, which is He didn't find the cloak, and there's the small. He got this. I think it was just after the fight with the hounds.
Yes.
And there was a small metal container with the word Yosh on it, and he's
Yes.
going to actually finally get around to investigating that as well.
Okay. So mark off 2 tiger's eyes off of your inventories, and let me bring these up for you.
Yeah, I don't have them in my inventory.
Out of Luna's inventory.
Yeah.
So first, you
Mark it off.
where are you? Oh, that's right. I always forget that you're under hidden. So you should see first the canister marked Yosh. You see in your handouts that of what it is.
Handouts.
Under treasures.
Oh, let's see. Dust of disappearance found in a small packet. This powder resembles very fine sand. Ooh, stuff for use when you action to throw dust in the air. You and each creature and object within 10 feet of you become invisible for 2d4 minutes. The duration is the same for all subjects, and the dust is consumed when its magic takes effect. If a creature is affected by the dust, attacks or casts a spell, the invisible ends for that creature. So we're playing Dota now. So that's neat. It's like, oh, there's this dust. He sort of pokes his finger into it a little bit and then brushes it off back into the container. It's like, oh, that's neat. Because did you two stay there? Because that took about like 22 minutes or so to actually go through that process. Or I guess 10 minutes for the dust if he's doing it first. Would Celia and Luna still be around?
Do you stick around, or are you all out the door shopping?
Celia would wait.
Okay, then midway.
Well, it's like, oh yeah, that's really interesting, and it explains what it does. Like, you're sneaky. Do you maybe do you want it? He sort of points it to from himself to Celia. Maybe you might be able to use it better. I mean, we could use it as a group because it's best to be used as a group. But maybe you want it. Maybe.
I mean, is there anybody else who would?
It would be either you or me.
Yeah.
For the sneaking.
I mean, I can be very sneaky when I need to be, but I mean, yeah, I can do that because I'm used to it. I'm a cat, but then, yeah, it seems to be your sort of thing. So it's a present.
Why don't you? Looking at Celia. Why don't you keep it for now, and we'll transfer later if necessary.
Okay.
Hey.
So Celia, you add Dust of Disappearance, and I'll add. Actually, I'm going to make it for the whole group since it sounds like it's sort of a group thing.
But it will be not in his inventory.
Yeah. So it's no longer in Axel's
we'll
inventory. It
just
is in Celia's inventory. If you could make those changes. And so the cloak, you spend your 10 minutes on it, and it's interesting as you're casting this, you see these waves of magic go over it, and it reacts differently than you've seen for your other things that you've identified before. This seems to have a more powerful aura, magical aura on it that's taking a little bit longer for the identification spell to actually break. But it finally does, and the biggest thing that you notice is this item does not seem to be fully awakened, so to speak.
Hello?
So it's taking a short rest, not a long rest.
Yeah. Sure.
I think I missed that. I was busy reading. Don't know what.
Yes, the item has only taken a short rest. It's not taking a
Can
long.
we just highlight
Alright.
Garrett's face right there? That was perfect.
Okay, so right. Oh, okay. So he's looking over this. He's like, I mean, wow, this is like really, really. I mean, it's powerful, but more powerful than I know. And but I mean, because I can't figure it out all with the spell, but it's wow. And yeah, he's feeling the fabric, and it's like, you know, and it, you know, he explains what I could do. I mean, it's got like. It's got its own magic because you know that the spell I use for like the magic missiles, the pew boom one, it can do that. It can do that. It has the power to do that, and it protects you as well because you know that's what the magic does. And yeah, he's going to basically be going on and on about this thing for a little while.
Do you want me to show it to the rest of the players that you fully described it, or?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he would have explained everything that I could do because he
Okay,
hears
I will
this thing.
place it in everybody's
Handouts?
handouts. He has received a cloak of the Eye of Eternity. Dark blue cloak is embroidered with an exact representation of the firmament of the night sky above Tiamat's tears. You gain a +1 bonus to saving throws while you wear it. One of 6 silver stars located across the robe's upper front chest area is particularly large. While wearing this robe, you can use an action to pull off this star and use it to cast magic level missile as a 5th level spell. Daily at dusk, the removed star reappears upon the robe.
He'll sort of put it on and then like it sort of looks and takes it off again. It's like yeah, it's kind of odd. I have to get used to it. It's a bit weird. And he sort of rolls it up and he goes to pack it up and he's going to put it back in his room. But it's like, okay, well I'm going to see the griffin now and maybe go to the smithy because the smith's right there. So I could do both of those. So. Yeah, I mean this is like awesome. I also got to write it down. So yeah, bye. And he trots upstairs to take more notes, pack the cloak away for later, and then he'll head out again. He might go through the window and climb up down the wall because reasons.
Okay.
No, he probably will walk, but walk back down and out.
So Celia and Luna are just sort of left looking at each other. Wow, that was that.
That was Axel finding new things.
Yeah, that just happened.
just to look at Celia.
And Celia's just like, so guess we go now.
So yeah, you guys head out, and at this point, you guys pretty much know where the shopping district, so to speak, is, and pretty quickly find a tailor. In fact, it is the same tailor that Axel had visited last time. Oops, I got the wrong thing up. Sorry. Pro Streamer right here has the wrong one up. Seeds of Destiny. I need that because I need the name.
You're not wearing your hat. If you were
I know if I had my Pro Streamer hat on, then I
happened.
wouldn't have this problem, right?
Exactly.
We talked about Maurice, Milton,
You
Phoenicia.
are what you wear.
So yes, you find a tanner. She actually is in these sort of long, elegant, flowing robes. Very much, she will quickly tell you that she is a belly dancer, and she's got little finger symbols once in a while. Sort of flamboyant, but sort of quiet talking. Talks sort of up through her noise. Yes, dears. Yes, may I help you? You needing some some clothes for the big event on Friday. Had quite a few in today.
That is correct.
So, what is your fancy? What would you like? Something more tailored and neat, or of course, we can do flowing robes or whatever. What is your position at the party?
Entertainer.
Truly entertainer, or just a dalliance? She sort of smiles at you, basically wondering if you're a hooker. Whether
Luna does not pick up on that.
Okay.
Like,
Are you performing, dear?
yes.
What type of performance will you be doing?
And then Luna will just make the little water globe thing.
Oh, well, that's interesting, isn't it?
Water globe theater, I should have
Yes,
specified
water club
that.
theater, yes. So would you like something to go with a aquatic theme, then? I'm sure we can come up with something. How daring are you? How much cleavage would you like to show?
Whatever is appropriate.
Well, she's, in a belly dancer costume. So, she, think I Dream of Jeannie.
The chest is fine, but not the midsection.
So she comes over and, well, let's get your measurements. And she starts measuring, and she sees the scarring on your arms and goes, oh dear. Yes, we'll get we'll get you looking just fine. Now realizing that why you might want more coverage. And she pulls something together. Well, with your green skin, so would you like to go with blues, or should we match the bit of violet and purple in your hair? What's your pleasure, dear? Or would you like me to just choose? Come up with something that looks nice.
Yes.
You can trust Phoenicia. She'll take care of you. And so she gets her measurements and then moves on to Celia. Oh, aren't you lovely, dear? What a nice figure. What shall we put together for you? Something daring? Are you looking to meet someone there? Trying to impress Florian, I bet.
I am but a hostess.
Ah,
So, something simple, yet elegant.
so protocol for such an event.
Yes.
Very good. I know exactly what to do. Get your measurements and any special requests from you.
Can you make me like a little area on the inside to keep my dagger?
Always good to be safe, dear. Of course I will. Won't show a bit. Can I just get the measurements of the dagger?
Yeah, she just takes out her dagger and she's
Which dagger?
not the obsidian one.
Just checking.
Just the regular one.
Okay, so yeah,
The
she takes
obsidian is still in her boot.
Yep, she takes measurements and and well, they should be ready Thursday evening, tomorrow night. So you'll have plenty of time for the party.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It'll be 25 gold each when you pick up.
And she gives her the code. And she's just gonna ask, do you have any recommendations for hair?
Well, you can, if you'd like to come here, I can, got a little workstation in the back. I could get your hair and makeup done before you go. We'll just make a girl's day of it. It'll be lovely.
We'll do that.
So, for 5 gold each for doing hair and makeup before the party.
Okay.
Very good. We'll see you on Thursday. Thursday, why don't we do a fitting Thursday night? And then Friday, we'll see you, I believe festivities begin early afternoon, so just after lunch. Come on in and we'll get you all prettied up.
Alright.
Okie dokie. Axel.
So Axel is
Heading down to the stable?
Yeah, he'll probably be skipping out on the getting the daggers. He'll get it later on, but today he'll be heading to the stable. Sort of rush inside. You know, he is working on keeping himself restrained already when he heads inside before he even gets to.
Well, you'll need to do an investigation check because you don't know where you're going.
Yeah, he's like, okay, I'm inside this place. Is there anyone there? Can I talk to anyone? Does he still have the insight bonus?
Actually,
currently?
you do not. This morning you woke up and your mind felt sluggish compared to what it was, but back to normal. So we just take 4 off of that, right?
Yep, I just changed the spell rolls. Yep. Take 4 off, so 20.
So it's 21. You actually do catch Iska right as she is carrying this large, ornate saddle. I mean, it doesn't look really like a saddle. It is far too large for a horse and has weird openings in it that somehow you can make out just that it's a saddle, but you don't quite understand how it could possibly work, then sort of go, oh, right, it's a griffin, right?
Yeah.
And so you see Iska, struggling with that, and, a stack of cloth things folded up on top of it. She's actually having a pretty hard time with it, and Kel's seems to be carrying another whole chunk of what look like flags and banners that somehow get attached to all of this as well. And you see the two of them as they're walking towards a large, well-kept barn structure that is in this series of other fenced-off paddocks.
Alright, so he's gonna Kel, I can help. And he sort of rushes over to. He's like looking. He's not going to reach for anything, but he clearly looks like he wants to take at least something. Preferably off Iska, because he happens to know that she was out of all of them, she was the one who suffered the most with the shadows and stuff like that. So
okay, so you take sort of this stack of fabric and tapestries off of. Hello.
Who's going to take over my character sheet? Because I do need to kind of leave.
Okay, I'll assign it once you're gone. I'll just...
Okay, the only reason I was asking because for him to have to do a performance check or anything during the party, I would use a natural 20, advantage, and inspiration. I want this to go as well as possible.
Okay.
That's a note.
There you go. We will make sure that Luna is fully nat 20'd, uses all of her advantages as necessary at the party.
Yes.
Very good.
All right. You've been a lovely stream. I shall leave you in the hands of the rest of the party.
Thank you very much. I assume you're logging off Zoom. Yep. Mm-hmm. So we'll do the camera dance as well.
Brace for impact.
Brace for impact.
Bye.
Woohoo.
Bye.
Oh, actually, we only lost 2. That's cool. We got double axle. Double axle. So we'll say that Axel, you are able to grab some of these tapestries and other large pieces that were apparently dropped off for Iska and Balshirion. Where'd she go? Where'd Sylvia go? There she is. So are y'all just going to head on in with all of this stacks of stuff, or how are you going to approach this?
there were metals that need to be like shined and such too.
Yes, there. On the main saddle, it definitely needs some attention to get itself. It's some of it is gold, which of course does not, but there's lots of silver on it that has tarnished. There's some brass on pieces as well. There's going to be some elbow grease needed to get this in the condition that it needs to be for to look as your dress blues, so to speak.
Cool. So before we go in, then I'm gonna remind Axel. Axel again. Breath. Slow, and anytime you get too overwhelmed, anytime it gets to be a little bit much, I just grab a metal and just shine it, just make it nice and shiny. Okay,
yeah,
just
I
think.
I got my hands full. I know. He looks a little impatient. You see, he's like sort of bouncing, but he does look like he's trying to contain it, which is why he's bouncing a little bit. But he's making good effort.
All right. Again, let me give Balshirion a heads up.
Yeah.
And then I think probably Kel and I will proceed in first.
Okay.
And then I will definitely explain to Balshirion what's about to happen.
Actually, I will wait out with Axel.
Yeah.
So I can walk in with him.
Great.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Another, again, not to gawk, not to stare, to learn, to ask if you're up only then if you're up for it.
Which set of gob did he send for me? The big one?
Would I know if it's the big one or not?
You certainly know it took three. It's going to take three of you to carry it. To you can't imagine how this is all going to go, even on a beast as large as Balshirion.
Do they get bigger? The big one, it has to be.
How many pieces would you estimate? There's probably between saddle, tapestry, tack, banners, flags, that's probably a good 24 different things that somehow need to get put on this poor animal.
A lot. A lot.
It's probably the big one. Haven't worn that in 7 years. What is this event he's got going on?
Is the big one, is that special? Is that for special occasions?
Well, it means it's to represent it's the station of whoever the visitors are. It's to give them proper ceremony and pomp and circumstance.
Sure. Well, we'll make this process as easy as possible. I promise.
Well, bring it all in. We're probably going to need 3 of you anyway.
All right. I'll go grab them and walk in. Probably Kel on one side of Axel and me on the other.
I got to do this to you, buddy. Let's see. What will we give? Axel, give me a charisma saving throw at disadvantage. Look at that. You walk in, and it is quite possibly the most magnificent, utterly breathtaking animal that you've ever seen. It stands taller than any draft horse that you've ever seen. It even towers over Kel's head to the shoulder. Deep, rich blue coat that transitions from feathers down into this fine fur that's now beginning to actually really shine from all of the brushing that Iska has done.
Just as a reminder, I am only 5'7".
Oh, sorry, I thought you were taller than that.
No, I'm a wood elf.
So definitely.
Same height.
I was going to say, so yeah, actually, Axel, you might be. How tall are you, Axel?
I think he's 5'7" as well.
So anyway.
He's 5'8".
And then Iska's 5'6". So okay, yeah. So it towers over all of you. So yeah, I mean, this y'all don't even come up to its shoulder on this. I mean, the 3 of you, barely reached sort of the midpoint of its shoulder, and it is this incredible bird of prey, head and beak with these clear, beautiful hawk or eagle eyes, feathers ending into these bright yellow plumage, but you are able to hold it together. Hey, and there is the Waffler showing up right on time. Good to see you guys. From somewhere you hear a cheer, as apparently a group of people have just entered the Cloak and Fireball to be served their morning waffles. It is the Waffle Crew! Woo! Welcome. Or actually, I guess they're the Wafflers. The Waffle Crew is a whole different thing. Yep, I can't do that. But anyway, welcome. Thanks, guys, for stopping in as you do every week. We always appreciate you guys. You are awesome. Waffles for everybody! I think I have syrup. I got a thing that's syrup now. Or at least it looked like syrup. Didn't I? I claimed that. Yeah. Hot syrup for the waffles.
Hey.
Look at that. Syrup for all. So anyway, this is like nothing you've ever seen before, Axel. Yeah. Bright yellow tail, big blue wings. Right now, it sort of seems to have its wings spread out, kind of maybe letting them dry, or as Iska was preening them apparently before all of this showed up to try to get them all in order. And it looks at you and goes, and sort of gives you that weird sort of predatory look as it cocks its head. It goes, "Tabaxi. Interesting. I haven't seen a tabaxi in years."
Yeah, well, wow. Wow. Hi. I'm Axel. Hi. Wow. I mean, you have your wonderful feathers. He's actually like a line between like intimidated and like, this is amazing, because he's like, that's a big bird. Oh, it's not a bird. That's good. It's not a bird. But yeah.
It actually paws towards you and comes right up to you. I mean, within striking distance of you. And Balshirian looks at you and cocks one eye at you and goes, "What's this you're playing at, cat? Why aren't you who you seem?"
Oh, that I can't tell you because I'm. A friend said that I shouldn't look like myself.
What friend?
He's gonna sort of look to Iska and Kel like, yeah. Said they.
Remember, Kel wasn't there. He has no idea.
All right.
Speak, cat.
Okay. Well, what's her name? The dragon and the.
You were muted.
Yeah. Is she nodding or?
I was just nodding. Yeah.
Yeah, she was not. I wasn't quite sure. I was. Yeah. Well, because he'll pick up on that. There was a dragon. Agatha in the tavern. She said I shouldn't look like this. So, I mean, I can look like this to you, but I don't really know you. So I don't really shouldn't look like that to you because I don't know you. She said it's for my safety. So because some people might get me if they know what I look like. Yeah.
Agatha
quite
informed you to stay hidden.
Well, she because you know that there's the spell, right? And I'm guessing his hands are full right now, right? As well.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so he's not indicating as he would with his hands. You can actually see he's moving around a little bit because he's a little uncomfortable. He would be moving around.
He's like yeah. If you move away, he's pawing and staying right on top of you.
No, Axel's very still. He's yeah. She said. Well, she cast the spell that so people can't see what I really look like to keep me safe.
Good spell at that. Not many would see through it.
Can you can see through it, or can you see it?
I can sense it.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. Sorry. I mean, if you're upset, I can. and you sort of, he visibly droops. If you're upset, I can go away. You can see how like difficult it is for him to just like, I can go away. I don't want to go away, but I can.
Agatha has her reasons, and she is not one to cross. If she has advised you such, it is for your best interest. The question is if it's in the best interest of everyone else.
Well, I mean, as long as it doesn't hurt my friends, it's okay. I mean, well, if it doesn't hurt me or hurt my friends, and he actually, it gets a little bit sterner there. And he's like, it doesn't hurt me or hurt my friends, but I don't know. But she knows things about things I don't, and I kind of want to know, and yeah, I mean,
of course you do. You're Tabaxi. Of course you want to know.
Yeah.
I will accept your explanation.
Okay.
Your help will be needed. This is, in fact, the formal accoutrement. This is not fun. You should learn how to do it, because we'll have to do it again on Friday morning.
Oh, okay. Okay. Said I could ask you questions. Could I ask you questions, or are we going to be busy?
We can talk while we work.
Okay.
And so you guys start to try to figure out, and one of the biggest things you've got is all of this fabric and pieces to not lay them down in the straw. You're going to have to, figure out how you even spread things out to figure. And Balshirian does help. Yes, that goes first, and then this. You're going to need a ladder. There's no way you'll be able to reach. And he does try to get down, but I mean, some of this, he would all but have to lay on the ground, but you all have to get underneath of him as well in order to do some of these buckles and pieces. And so it's going to take you pretty much the better part of a couple hours to try to get through this.
I mean, yeah, Axel has prestidigitation as soon as, it takes maybe a little bit to realize that, well, we can get him like a little dirty, like the corner could get dirty, and then I can clean it off. But so if we might help make it easier. And
that's useful. See, I guess it was worthwhile keeping you around.
And then he asks questions. And then he goes back to asking questions. And the thing is, most of them will be like biological ones as well. Like, what do you eat? How do you eat? How fast can you go? Blah, 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 and things like that. And of course, we probably go into a little bit of flight, like, how long are their wings? And
you do, when you start getting into flight, he gets quiet again, and at one point just says, enough of your questions about flying.
Okay.
I think
because he's aware that flying animal. I mean, if it's, or maybe they haven't mentioned it to him. He probably could easily pick up that don't bring it up, because it's not even very relevant to him, because he's it's a curiosity, but again, he knows things don't fly.
Yeah.
So it's not something.
Yeah, you know all the reasons. So.
Yeah, he knows all the reasons.
If anything, you might have. Yeah, you would have. Your questions would probably be what was it like before, but that, in a way, that still gets sort of rubbed some of the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like when you flip your wings, what muscles are acting and how they move and these sorts of things. It's and other questions like, what was it like in the city? Blah blah blah. But, all the questions until he gets shut up.
Okay. So I'd say after about. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say if I sense that things are getting weird, I would try to direct the conversation elsewhere, especially now with Balshirian saying the thing about 7 years ago something happened. I would start to ask. So tell me, Balshirian, how does this parade? What are the logistics of the parade? Who shows up? When does it begin? Where does it lead to?
Well, I'm assuming that this is the contingent heading down to the conclave, passing through, so they can get there early enough to prepare all of the venues for the meetings that will happen. Once every 7 years. This is the way of things, of course, because it's timed to the alignment of the stars.
What occurs during the alignment of the stars? What's the purpose of these meetings? Why do they only happen once every 7 years? It's the significance of the alignment.
Timing, I assume. It's just a measure of time. It's the talk of everything when it happens, but everyone seems to forget until it's right on top of them. Out of character, think of like whenever there's a like the meteor shower, that when it's on all the news stations the night before, but unless you're an astronomer, you don't it's out there somewhere, but you don't know where it is. But so he says the convergence conclave. It's every 7 years. The three sisters, the stars, align, and all of the different races send groups to meet to decide the fate of the realm for the next 7 years. What will be
so
policy.
it would seem this meeting of the Arcana Mystica is of vast importance.
Well,
of the
as I
future
said,
of the world.
The Arcana Mystica is tasked with setting up all of the venues. The actual conclave alternates between High Mount on this side of the Vice and Falinari on the other. So it's been 14 years since it's been in High Mount, but that's where it will be, I assume, this year, since it was in Falinari last.
So they go through the Vice when they want to make the meetings as well. So
Well, it depends on where you're coming from. Most likely, each different group will come a different way. There are ways other than the Vice, it's just they take longer and take you out of the way. But for important people, sometimes the extra distance is better to the stomach than the risk.
Okay. Right. Because now you mentioned the other path. Like, oh, Alex wants to know. Who would know about these, and who do I ask? And he's gone back to questions.
About which? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
About the other paths. Like, oh, well, who knows where they are, and who do I ask about, like, how to find them? Because, I mean, I don't know much about where anything is, so...
If you find a map, you can find all of this out, but there's the northern passage across the tundra, far to the north, and the southern pass around the Weald, through the Shimmersalt Flats, and up the river. Some say across the Shimmersalt Flats is worse than through the Vice, but they do choose it, depending on the location.
Worse than the Vice, but what is the Shimmersalt Flats then?
The name says it all. It's a vast expanse of salt flats, dry beyond imagining.
Oh.
With its own pitfalls and treacherous to navigate. But for Falcon's Crest and some of the human contingent, as well as sometimes the Falinari, depending, will pass that way because they're closer to that pathway than they are to going through the vice.
Balshirion, I'll be honest with you. I took on this task as a means of trying to enter into this gathering, this party Florian's putting on. Are there any faces from Sojourns? Any people here you may recognize who attend these parties? Ones we may speak to before the party begins, before Friday.
Well, no one. I mean, the actual party is only for the group of the Arcana Mystica and Florian himself. That's what the processional's for.
Sure.
It's to appease the masses, that they get to feel as though they are a part of something. But certainly those who supply the party would know. Those who have ears to the ground and deal in information. He looks at Axel like your friend Agatha.
Yeah, I realized
Most
that. Yeah.
likely have some details. But
on that. Go ahead, skip for a second. Go ahead.
Florian's piece in all of this is that, as the crossroads, many of the contingents who travel later will pass through, and it is his duty to make them feel all of the hospitality and plant the seeds of whatever policy might be discussed. He gets a chance to have a say with them for influencing them before they can hear all sides of the story. Politics. Balathira is known for it.
Understood. Balshirion, I asked this of you, and Kel, actually, I asked this of you. If I make my way into this party, Kel, would you mind bringing Balshirion back to the stables? And Balshirion, would you trust Kel to do so?
Of course, yes. I'm not allowed to walk unescorted on the streets, and once my duty is done, I would like to return here and not have to stand around outside of Florian's home. It is painful to be so close, but not be a part of his life.
And I absolutely will.
Thank you. I still love him, you know. He is my bonded rider, and it can be painful knowing that, well, I'm going to get this brief time with him during the procession, that then it'll be some time before I get to see him again. So let's get him presentable so I can make a proper appearance to Florian.
And there truly is no way to change your situation.
I know it is unfathomable to you, but it is, as I said, it is instinct, and I have great love for Florian. I have great need to be around him. That is the way of a griffin. Once whoever you bond to, you are bonded to for life.
What would happen to you if something happened to him?
I would take my own life, of course. As all bonded creatures would. Griffins. It is unbearable for us to have our rider be lost.
Iska reaches out and puts a hand on Kel's shoulder during this.
It is the worst emptiness any creature could ever feel, that never dulls and never goes away.
Kel is not saying anything. He's just has tears streaming down his face.
You understand, I see.
Oh, I understand.
Let us.
But it pains me to see nonetheless.
Well, that's why, as I told you before, I will always protect Florian. Because even though he is not with me at all the time, and as much as I'd like, I know he exists, and he is well and here. Let us talk of different things, my friends. We'll need to get some of these banners mended and be prepared for what will come in the party.
I just nod silently and keep helping Iska and Axel.
So,
Axel.
Oh, go ahead.
Axel. Yeah. If you're talking about like getting things mended, he'll probably find the most damaged thing and fix it with the rune.
Oh yeah,
Just
no, that works fine.
turn it back, and fix at least one of them. The most, like looking through. Okay, this one is going to take forever to get fixed. This go done, sort of thing.
Actually, Balshirian sees you use the rune and actually starts back
Oh.
and looks at you again.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah.
What is this?
Oh,
You are full of secrets, aren't you, my friend?
Yeah, I guess that he's got this like guilty look, like the kid with the hand in the like cookie jar. I guess it said the same thing. I shouldn't have done that, but yeah, it's something I've been doing for a little while. I shouldn't. Yeah. You're not going to tell anyone about this, are you?
No.
Okay, thank
This
you.
should not be known to anyone.
Well, I mean, I don't know why, but I know it because it's like I look at something and then I realize, oh,
I understand. But don't understand how. Less said, the better, my friend.
I don't understand how either. And she sort of, he's whispering now. Like, I don't understand now. I know, but it's fixed.
Yes. Remember how I spoke about knowing there was a force greater than myself in the world when the dragons came?
Yeah.
While not the same, that is the same feeling that comes from that magic.
Oh.
Be careful with it, boy.
Okay. Thank you. He's quite confused now, but he's cogs turning. Oh.
We will hop back over to Celia and Luna. We'll let you speak for Luna after your shopping. Do you have things that you would like to do, thinking about getting ready for this, other than your shopping with the party? And I'm going to go ahead and give you or whoever. Well, we'll do it whenever we get to it. If we need to roll stuff, or I might just roll stuff for Luna. Thoughts, Celia?
All right.
Trying to do some roguiness to figure out more.
Yeah. And she's basically going to be I don't want to say teaching, but basically kind of showing like how she should act.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, certainly you're familiar with protocols. In your past life, you had to infiltrate high society functions in Balathira. And yes, so all those protocols and such are easy for you to convey on to Luna. Anything else you want to try to discover or think about, get done around town?
Top's dying. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think Celia would just kind of make sure that Luna knows what she needs to be doing and make sure that Luck stays.
Okay. So yeah, you've told Luck that they're going to be in charge. He's going to be part of the procession guards, and if y'all end up back at Cloak and Fireball, you do find a tabard in the Arcana Mystica blue and gold colors delivered for Luck, and a few extras for. I guess no, the only one you'd only deliver one. He delivers one for Luck because no one else is. No one right now is assigned other than Luck for thing. Actually, he probably put a note in there and said that we'll probably want to have 2 guards to please have someone else be on guard as well, whoever you see fit, but probably doesn't include yourself. I don't know, even if you have to hire someone here in the bar to go with Luck. Anything else you want to try to do, or?
Well, I guess I can try and find somebody to work guard. Is that I think I remember the half orc that Celia spoke to.
Yeah. Jungor. Yeah.
Yes.
Jungor is, as always, he's perched in the corner over at the Cloak and Fireball. He's nursing a drink, convincingly to the rest of everyone else, not so convincingly to you. You can tell that he's keeping an eye on everyone who comes and goes within this establishment. Yeah, Jungor or Rogdrak.
Celia will walk over to him and say, "It's good to see you again."
Ah, back again. What are you up to? Sorry, wow, I don't even know where that accent came from. You are not the first to pass this way. And he's like suddenly Sven, the Swedish half-orc.
Celia will be like, do you feel like helping out at a party?
Florian's party.
He asked me to get one more person for security.
Ah, the procession.
Yes. And I was wondering if you would like to help out. Since I know you do like washing things.
I
Just
could
give them a smile.
be convinced. It's a good way to keep an eye on what's happening on the street. So, I hear the contingent actually arrives on Thursday. Of course, they wouldn't come in straight from the road to go to their event. They'll be staying at the Arcana Mystica compound before making their way down to Florian's for the procession. The procession from the Arcana Mystica compound to Florian's. We're expecting them in sometime Thursday morning.
Mm-hmm.
So, procession duty, you say?
Yes.
So, is this going to pay for itself, or are you going to offer me something in return? I could find some flunky out there, but if you want me, I wouldn't want to embarrass you in front of your new friend. Unless you know something's supposed to happen at this party.
Celia will reach into her bag, her coin purse, and pull out 10 gold. And she says, I give you that now, and I will give you 10 more after the party.
I don't deal in gold. What do you have interest in?
What do you want?
Something interesting.
Something interesting.
Or information, of course, is always the best currency. Tell old Jungler something he doesn't know. Or tempt me some other way.
She'll reach into her boot and pull out the obsidian dagger and hold it out to him.
It's fine trade indeed. Now that is interesting information. Will you need privacy at the party? He looks at you.
No.
Just passing through.
Just passing through.
Interesting. You, my dear, interest me, which not many do. But before you go making my life difficult, at least give me a heads up, will you? Of course, all professional courtesies will be given to our good friends. We wouldn't want to be thought of as not being cooperative.
I will let you know.
I will see you for the procession. Just because I want to see what happens now.
And she nods.
Hopefully nothing.
And she nods and walks away.
I assume you give him the tabard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, interesting. Okay. So you guys finish up with Balshiri, and he's, this has been a trying day. He's kind of done. And pretty much, if you don't catch the hint, he lets you know. that we'll have to continue on tomorrow. I mean, it's getting to be about 4 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon. Y'all been going at it since literally like 8 this morning. I mean, while it's, you can only try on clothes and get brushed and preened for so long before he's just, I picture the Beauty and the Beast when he's in all the curlers and he's just like, okay, Balshirion's done.
I'm waiting for him to bite something off someone just because, he's at the point, it's like you realize you don't want to get too close to that beak at this point in time.
Yeah. It's interesting now that he's sort of y'all have sort of gotten him better together. He has been taking a little bit of more interest, as birds do, in preening some of his own feathers, and seems to be in better spirits, knowing that things are coming his. Again, he's going to have a day with Florian, which he actually seems to quite be looking forward to, and wanting to look his best for it. There you have it. We'll see you again tomorrow. We have a little bit more work, but it's getting passable here. He shoos you out. Leave me in peace. He actually gives Iska a wink and sort of makes a little snap at Axel.
I imagine Axel's kind of been quite friendly in terms of, he's gone back to his usual personal space. What's personal space?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's there.
So he gives a screech and a little snap at you after giving Iska a wink. Kind of to make you start.
Fur on end, tail on end. I think because if it was like, not particularly intentional, he'll probably notice. But
he kind of, Balshirian doesn't necessarily laugh, but kind of, obviously got some enjoyment out of that. And
I'm going to try and gently herd Axel out.
He's like, sorry. I mean, it was great. Do you want me to? Well, because I might be busy tomorrow because I have other things for the party. Because I have to help with some other with Whiskey Gremlin. But maybe should I come back tomorrow? And he's sort of asking this to everyone.
Sounds like you might be busy, but I appreciate your help today. Your little magic trick was quite enlightening.